shit I be talking about. In my community, the black community, this is the only time, like, they accept the white boy, right? When he's anything that is outside the culture, the only way they're embracing you, even if you're black, if you're not accepting the fuckery that's in the culture, you're out. You're a bootlicker, you're a Sambo, you're a sellout, you kissing up the massa. If you white, you're racist. But if you white and you doing this and you look, watch this.
All right. So that's this white guy who's been going viral, millions of views. What I did decide to do was take advantage of reading the comments. I've never seen so many invitations to the picnic in my life.
The cookout, nigga. The cookout.
Picnic, cookout, all that shit. So
the boy went hard though.
Did he really though?
He went hard, shit.
Smelly, did he really though?
Did he? He did. He did.
Man, that shit corny.
Did I listen to him before I listened to some of these other motherfuckers?
Oh, he's talking about the same shit the other motherfuckers talking about.
Hey man, listen.
Wow.
I'm just a fan of good music. Fuck who you are.
Imagine the comments that was a white girl.
They got them too.
Let's now get into the conversation, y'all. All right, so the topic of the conversation is white appropriation. A lot of people don't know that exists, right? And so what we just saw was an example of white appropriation. So the question is what's your thoughts on it? And do it seems that we're more accepting or we're more willing to entertain glorifying what's fucked up about us and don't like when our issues are called out? And that's even if it's black people who are calling out our issues. It seems like it's a problem, or we get, called coons or this or that to a certain extent, right? So with that being said, Yogi, what's your thoughts on it? And keep in mind, I was kind of uncomfortable. Like, he got a shirt say black girls rule and then say something about fucking a bitch in the back. So you're letting us know you like fucking black girls. I don't know. Let me just stop. But go ahead, Big Yogi. Go ahead.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think that shit corny. That's just me, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like, so my thing about it is this, bro. Like the video said, man, when black people, you know what I'm saying, are proper or a certain kind of way, they get called Uncle Tom or shit like that. But then you'll let a white boy walk into our culture and just do what we do, you know what I'm saying? Everything cool, everybody behind them jamming and shit, man. Man, that shit corny to me, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't got really too much to say about that shit, bro. I ain't got too much to say about that shit.
All right, Smelly, we're gonna drop down to you. What's your thoughts on that? So again, the question is that why is it that it seems, a certain segment of us or a certain amount of Black America, when it comes to whites or blacks calling us out on our issues, it's kind of met with a little resistance. But then when white appropriation happens, as far as, embracing what's wrong with us, it seems to be more acceptable or celebrated or considered cool.
Really, I like I say, man, I don't know how to speak on that from everybody else's point of view, but I'm just a fan of entertainment, man. I don't get into the logistics, all the bullshit, or because we got Mexicans out here screaming nigga, white boys screaming. I don't get into all that, man. Like I say, You got Young Thug on his album cover screaming nigga, nigga, nigga. I mean, that's more offensive to me than that shit that we just saw. So you pick your battles in this shit, man. Really, like I say, yeah,
Right.
if you're a fan of it, hey man, fuck it, be a fan of it. But I'm not gonna let my motherfucking windows down jamming this motherfucker. But at the end of the day, whatever you got going on, you got going on. But
Okay,
at the end of the day,
so let me ask you this,
it gets so much concluded because motherfuckers always want to jump into some shit that ain't. Hey man, you got more motherfuckers out here that you got to be worried about than that white boy right there.
So let me ask you this. That's interesting you said that, right? Because so I'm asking, why is it that when a white boy make fun of us or glorifies the negativity of us or our fucked upness in a rap song, overlook it or not? But when Charlie Kirk said what he said, I mean, it was a whole different response. It seems as if we're called out on our issues, but then the white boy can rap about black bitch with Black Girls Rule on it, throwing up gang signs with a nigga when it's hurting our culture more than it ever hurt his culture. It seems to be okay because he putting it on a beat.
It's really not okay, brother. I mean, just being honest, it's not okay. But like I said at the beginning of this, I pick my battles, man. Sometimes you just
I'm asking you to speak on it from a general level, right? Because at the end of the day, there's a portion of society, a portion of black culture that hammered Charlie Kirk. And then there's a portion of society, and a lot of them, the same people, they saying, "Oh, this shit cool. He can come to the cookout."
I got you.
Was that the first white boy that ever did that?
No. But what I'm asking is why is it such a discrepancy? You see what I'm saying? They both white boys.
Right.
One called us out on our issues and got blasted in the media, but then the other white boy, he's basically doing the same shit, but just putting it on a beat. And he's getting accepted to the cookout.
I get what you're saying.
Man,
I
fuck
totally
them white boys. Man, fuck them crackers.
Hey man, listen.
Fuck all the man. Fuck that.
Long as
We
he
don't
don't come around me with that shit, I can't.
I don't know how Charlie Kirk always sneak his way into these conversations, man.
Listen, man.
Don't he, man? You saw that, Ben? You saw that?
Wow.
Did you see that, Ben?
Wow.
Did you see that? I had to say it.
But the fact that Charlie Kirk causes these responses from you niggas says everything.
Man, you brought him up, man.
Charlie Kirk was.
It doesn't really say anything because we wasn't even thinking of Charlie Kirk.
It don't matter.
I didn't know who Charlie Kirk was till he got shot.
The reason why we're saying that because we do not understand how the two situations can even be compared.
I don't entertain that bullshit. That's why I say I don't even. I just found out who Charlie Kirk was.
But listen. Don't personalize the whole conversation. That's you. We're speaking in general. I respect your feelings.
In general, he wrong. In general, he wrong.
Okay, that's all bullshit. Yeah, that's all
no bullshit. He wrong. But is this gonna be the last one to do it? It's gonna be the first one. No. But at the end of the day, whoever them niggas around him, cheering him on, we need to hold them niggas accountable for that shit.
Okay, so here's my whole point, right?
Right.
Now look how you simply and easily said, and this is I respect this, right? You said he ain't gonna be the last one who gives a fuck. Okay, so since Charlie Kirk is the problem, why when he spewed his shit and got killed, why didn't niggas say the same shit either? But they put a lot of energy into the shit. So to me, it seems that it's more energy put into some shit when we get called out on our issues, as opposed when something about us gets celebrated, even if it's fucked up. And that's pretty psychologically normal with humans.
Yeah, that's what it is.
In other words, what I'm saying is, why can't we acknowledge in the same fashion, if I simple it down, we accept compliments way more than we accept criticism. What's so bad about just admitting that?
That's human nature does not want to be held accountable across the board. Don't matter what color
That's
you
not
are.
what we want.
Wait a minute though. But this conversation is a racial one. The conversation about with the white rapper is a racial conversation. Comparing black folks not want to be held accountable, I'm saying that's across the board. Nobody wants to be held accountable to their actions, man. It's two different conversations.
Basically.
So injecting Charlie Kirk into this discussion has nothing to do with the rapper. Has nothing to do with people being held accountable. That white boy ain't holding nobody accountable if they're rapping. If you want to say Charlie Kirk is trying to hold us accountable, okay, cool. Part of the issue is that was he holding his own people accountable about what they do? Was he going to college campuses talking about school shootings? Was he
Yes,
going to college campuses talking about?
Yes, he did.
Okay,
Yes, he
cool. He did that. Cool. A lot of people ain't seen that. That ain't the viral clips.
And they chose not to see it. Because they
Hold on, Rob. They was tricked. Leave it there then.
No,
he ain't got nothing to do with this white rapper.
They were triggered.
Triggered. So be it. As far as this white rapper is concerned, hey man, I'm not listening to him in my car. You know what I'm saying? Obviously around this circle, they accept it. Hey, I listen to Paul Wall. I listen to Mac Miller. But I ain't listening to him.
Nigga in a song, and that nigga is a legend in a lot of black people's eyes.
Who?
Eminem.
Yeah, I don't listen to Eminem either.
I know that's why I say it's a general conversation. I already know where y'all stand, but let's just be real. It's a lot of niggas embrace this nigga Eminem and then welcome them to the cookout and into the culture. But he clearly used the word nigga and everything.
Hey, well, it's a lot of people that embrace it. It's a lot of
example. I was just speaking my perspective on it. Y'all perspective is cool, but we tend to pick and choose. To me, it seems like when something's held accountable about our issues, it's a problem. But then, and I'm saying, and if you notice, I specifically said, even if black people hold black people accountable, they get badgered. I said that.
But I'm saying, why does accountability being held towards us any different than accountability for any race holding their own people accountable? I don't see the difference. Don't know Asian want to hear about their problems from Asian people. Don't know Mexicans want to hear about their problems from Mexican people. White folks don't want to hear their problems from white folks. Ain't no different with us.
I don't agree.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else want to speak on?
That's a boy. That's a conversation for the. Like I said, them niggas that's back there cheering him, I don't need to hold him accountable.
I just, if I don't like it, then I just don't like it. It to me, y'all say, I've never heard Eminem say the word nigga, so I'm a little lost on that. I'm just saying I never heard it. I ain't saying it ain't happened.
You can Google it.
I ain't
never heard him say it either. I never heard him say
never
it either.
The word nigga.
I never heard Eminem say that ever.
Yep.
So that's
and I don't like him.
But I do like Eminem. I do. I like his music. Now, would I go hang out with him? No, that's not my kind of person, I guess, or whatever. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy that he and I would be in, together or hanging out or whatever. So I'm not saying because I like his music, he got to be a certain kind of person. He got to be a certain kind of way. I don't care what way you are. If I like the music, I like the music. That's that. Now it ends right there. I don't expect him to save my people with his music. I don't hold him to those type of standards. He's human just like me.
Gotcha. All right, we're gonna go to the next subject. We're moving along, man. Mute your mics.
Hey, hold on real quick before we do that, Rock. Here's a research project for you to do, and I don't even really listen to. It's a few white folks that go around lecturing about, white supremacy and white racism. Like if you watch hold on, Rock. If you watch like a Tim Wise lecture, or I think her name is Jane Elliott lecture, go read the comments. White folks don't want to be held accountable by their own people.
I watch them.
So it's there. Do you read the comments?
Yes.
What do the comments be saying?
They do the same shit.
Like what?
The same shit we do.
So, but you just said a minute ago that you don't agree.
No, I don't agree with the fact that they don't hold each other accountable. I didn't say they
But
don't complain.
wait a minute. They don't hold each other accountable. You saying they don't?
You're not gonna play me with these questions again, Ben. It's cool.
All right, bro. All right. All right.
We agree to disagree.